Hey guys, the Miho Within. I'm back. I took a break because of school and I haven't been able to have a chance to upload a video. But I did go to YCS Pasadena and haven't had a chance to upload the deck that I took. So the deck that I went with was Fur Hire. Actually decided on going on Fur Hire. I had a few friends that were telling me that were laughing that I was taking Fur Hire because they thought it wasn't even good enough to be a rogue deck, but I ended up performing well. I went 4-2, and then I ended up dropping because my friend, we actually had to go because I went together with some friends. They gave me a ride, so one of them had to go, so I had to end up dropping. But I did perform well. So let me go into the deck profile. So starting off with Beat for Hire. So let me explain the basis of how For Hire works. All the little ones have the effect that you can special summon one from your hand with a different name. And then afterwards, they each have a unique effect that when a For Hire monster is special summoned while they're face up on the field, you get an additional effect. So 3 Beat for Hire, his effect is when another For Hire special summoned to your field, you can add one For Hire monster from your deck to your hand. After that, let's go into the 3 ofs. So 3 Beat, and then I play 3 Seal. He's the one that lets you get one For Hire monster back from your graveyard to your hand. He's really good because not only does he get you fodder for let's say for Wiz or in Raphael, but also he can help you chain block. So when you're doing if you keep him on field and then you go for Folgo, he'll actually chain block it, so it makes it so that your Folgo can't get Ash Blossomed. Up next we got 3 Helmer for Hire. So his effect is when a For Hire monster special summoned, you can discard one For Hire card in order to draw another card. So he's a pretty good starter if you draw duplicates of another For Hire. Since you can't special summon For Hires with the same name when you're using their effects, you can actually, discard them, get an extra draw. If you have Seal, you can get the card that you just discarded for Helmer. Then up next, just 2 Bravo. I think the first 3, Helmer, Seal, and Beat are the ones that get everything going. Bravo also, of course he has the special summon, but he just boosts everybody's attack. He gives a 500 attack to every For Hire monster when a For Hire monster special summoned. Up next we got the last little one, so 2 Dampa. He's the one that can destroy one face-up card on the field when a For Hire monster special summoned, and then 1 Recon. He can target one set spell or trap card, and then one set card on the field and destroy it. So face up cards and then face down cards. So I like this ratio of 2 and 1. I've seen other people playing 2 and 2, but I like this because both of them are beast, both Dampa and Recon. So if you draw multiples of each, you can't really use them for much because Folgo, it requires 3 monsters with 3 different types. Because you can't use both Recon and Dampa plus another monster to make Folgo because they're both beasts. And then up next we got the big For Hires. So starting off with Wiz, play 2 Wiz. So normally in any other build I've been playing, I've only been using 1, and I think it's fine playing it at 1. But in this deck I play Pot of Desires, so it's just to lessen the chances of getting rid of Wiz, because I really like Wiz. She's really good for negation. So being able to stop impermanence and also evenly matched is pretty good. Then up next, 3 Raphael. So his effect is when he's summoned, you can excavate cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of other For Hire monsters that you have with different names. And then after you add it to your hand, it can be any card. The cards that you excavate, the one that you choose to add to your hand. And then also his other effect is you can discard a For Hire monster to negate a monster effect. It's a quick effect, so you can use it during your opponent's turn. So he's really good. Also really strong, 2800 attack. And then last monster, that's not a hand trap, is Grinder Golem. So Grinder Golem is amazing in this deck, especially going first. He's like the best card that you can draw going first. He's a 1-card Folgo, and then he can also let you trigger Folgo's effect when you're going first. So I'll go into it after I finish going into the extra deck, but yeah, this card's crazy. I ended up opening it up twice in the tournament, and then yeah, just opening it just ended up just like a free win. Alright, and then for the hand traps, I was just playing 2 Ghost Ogres. I just ended up maining this one just because I like how the synergy it has with Folgo. That if you use the effect of this, then you'll trigger Folgo and you get your draw 3. And yeah, that's it for the monsters for the deck. Alright, now for the spells. So 1 reinforces the army to get your beat. Monster Reborn. Soul Charge. Cards is crazy in this deck. You can end up with like boards with like with Soul Charge you end up with like Raphael, Wiz, Folgo, and Tornado Dragon. And it's just like so many negates plus destruction to trigger Folgo. It's crazy. 1 Hornet Drones. This is like Hornet Drones leads to 2 card Folgo. And 2 Mayhem for hires. So I like using 2. I don't think playing 3 is bad. I don't think the once per turn restriction's bad because, you know, it's a quick play spell. You can, if you draw multiples, you can just play one during your turn and then set the other one to activate during your opponent's turn. But the reason I was playing 2 was because I was playing two Mayhem for Hire, Reborn, Soul Charge. I like the ratios of having all those Reborn cards at 4. I felt like when I was playtesting with more, I was just starting off with a bunch of Reborn cards and not much starters, so it was just dead draws. So I just like playing it like this. I do think the card is amazing. Like being able to have Dompa face up on the field and during your opponent's turn you activate it and you get like Raphael, and then Raphael activates and Dompa activates and then Folgo will activate. You just get crazy chain links, but yeah, I like playing it at 2. Then 2 Instant Fusion. I like Instant Fusion because he gets a Thousand Eyes Restrict and Millennium Eyes. So yeah, Millennium Eyes especially because he prevents you from Beat and Folgo from getting hand trapped. And maybe I should have decided a 3rd one just because for Thunder Dragon, because Thousand Eyes is pretty good against Thunder Dragon, but I never ended up playing against that deck, so it was all good. Up next, 3 Potted Desires. I really like playing 3 at this deck. It's just you don't have you play multiples of a lot of the for hires. You don't have to worry about banishing the real important ones. I guess Beat is the one that you're worried about the most for banishing. Other than that, before you activate this card, if you manage to go Folgo, then it's incredibly good because you got all your important targets out of the deck. Plus you get that +2, which most likely are negates for either your Raphael or for Wiz. So yeah, I think it's incredibly good. And then my 1 tech card is Offerings of the Doom. So this card is you target one face-up monster your opponent controls and then destroy it. But then you skip your next draw phase. But if you set it and then during your opponent's turn you activate it and you have Folgo on field, then you destroy it and then you get your draw 3. I just wanted a card that lets you disrupt during your opponent's turn. So it was either this or Ring of Destruction. But since in this deck I've been using cards that do like pay life points and then worrying about going into that time and stuff, I ended up going with Offerings over Ring of Destruction. I've been playing also different builds for this deck. Like I tried doing the Genix Undyne one and then Brilliant Fusion Engine, and then I didn't like those because you drop bricks. Like I don't like drawing garnets and stuff. So I actually like this one, the Desires build, the most. Or the other one would be the Sky Striker one. So if you can afford that one, I would say remove the Desires for 3 Engage and then like either a Wiz or Offerings to the Doom and replace it with Afterburner. That way you can search out your Hornet Drones really easily. Alright, keep going on. Let's keep going with the deck profile. So 2 Called by the Grave. You can actually bump this up to 3 now with the ban list because, you know, with the YCS was before the ban list. So 2 Called by the Grave, and 2 Scapegoat. There's 1 card Folgo, so yeah, trying to play as many cards that just get you an easy Folgo. And final 2 trap cards of the deck is 2 Solemn Strikes. And that's it for the... Oh yeah, Solemn Strike is incredibly good because, you know, if you play it on a monster... Oh, the way you want to use it, right, is try not to use it for negating a monster summoned, because that won't trigger Folgo. If a monster's on field and then tries to activate effect, if you Solemn Strike it, then it will activate Folgo to get your draw 3. So that's it for the main deck. Now to go to the extra deck, let's start off with the Scapegoat targets. So we're playing Link Spider, Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, Link Karibo, and what's this one called again? Reproductus. So yeah, these targets to go into the Scapegoat combo that lets you go easily into Borreload Dragon if you need to. You know, the whole Link Spider, then making Link Kuriboh, and then you can go into either of the Nightmare ones. The Nightmare ones being incredibly cool in this deck because they'll also trigger Falgo. And Reproductus, you can use it with Scapegoat. That way you don't have to waste these ones if you don't have to use them yet. Because then if you get your 4 Scapegoat tokens, you use 2 of them to make this guy, you have 1 token below it and another token next to it. You use the effect to make that token whatever, just make him like Psychic, Zombie, whatever. Then you have Dinosaur, Zombie, and then Beast. And then that's the one, you can use all of them and you make Falgo. So yeah, got those guys. Then we got Akashic Magician for Grinder Golem. Alright, so actually I'll go into combo after the extra deck. So yeah, 1 Akashic Magician. 2 Falgo. So this is the reason why I decided to even play this deck, because this card's amazing. If you resolve this card, at least if just one time is enough to like you win the game. Every game I played that this card resolved, I won. So this card's effect is, so first of all, you can't use him for a link material, so you can't just like link climb with him. But you can actually use him when he's summoned. You can special summon 1 other for hire monster from your deck, other than like the types that you just used. So if you use like a Beast, Dinosaur, and Dragon, you can't special summon any of those. You can't special summon a Beast or a Dragon from your deck. But yeah, you special summon 1 from your deck. Then also, if a card your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can draw 1 card. But if you control 3 for hire monsters with different names on your side of the field when this happens, this includes Falgo, so he counts as one of the 3. You draw 3 cards instead of 1 card. So that's crazy, because on your turn you make it activate, you draw 3. During your opponent's turn it activates, you draw another 3. And then yeah, from there it's too much advantage. The 2 Falgo. Then for Sky Strikers, 1 Kagari and 1 Hayate. So it's important to play the Hayate because when you use Hornet Drones, you go Kagari, you get the token again. If you want to special summon Beat, you can't use these 2 because the token is Warrior. Because if you use Warrior, you can't special summon Beat. So it's good to go into send Kagari, make Hayate, use the token to make Link Kuriboh. That way you have Machine Cyberse plus the monster that you summon, and then you can special summon a Warrior when you go into Falgo. So that's why you play both of them. Then for the XYZs, we play Tornado Dragon. Incredibly good with Falgo. Easy to go into because it's 2 level 4s. You do like 2 Seals or a Bravo, and then you can go into Tornado Dragon, being able to destroy spells and traps. Even if your opponent plays something like any spell, let's say like Foolish Burial or whatever, and then you chain Tornado Dragon just to destroy it, you'll still get the effect of Falgo to draw 3. So you can use him that way also. Then one number 64, Ronin Raccoon. You can make him by using like 2 either a Dampa, Recon, or double of each, like that. And it's really good for going for the OTK. I ended up using him like twice in the tournament. And then final ones, the 2 instant fusion targets. 1 Thousand Eyes Restrict and 1 Millennium Eyes Restrict. So yeah, being able to take monsters and then also not having to worry about hand traps with this guy. It's pretty good. That's it for the extra deck. I'll quickly go into the side deck. It was very straightforward and simple. I only sided for 3 decks. So 3 Magical Midfield Breaker. This was for Sky Strikers to prevent Widow Anchors. 2 Kaijus. These aren't the ones that I used for the tournament. I went with Gameciel and Kamungus, the 2 weakest ones. Also for Sky Striker. Then 3 Red Reboot for Altergeist. I ended up going first against Altergeist one time, and I set up my Falgo play, and then I destroyed during their turn. And then I drew 3, and then one of the 3 I drew was Red Reboot, and that was like instantly game. So that was pretty cool. And then, so that was for Altergeist. The other 5 were for Sky Striker. Then there can be only 1, because every single monster, all the for hire monsters, they're different types, basically, except for Dampa and Recon. But yeah, there's like Dragon, Beast, Warrior, Aqua. So this one makes it so that you can only control 1 of each type. So I sided it for Goki, but I never even played that deck. And then the last 4 cards were also for Goki. So 3 Cyber Dragons, 3 regular Cyber Dragons. I just don't have another Cyber Dragon, but yeah, 3 Cyber Dragons, and then the Chimera Tech, the Mega Fleet Dragon, just to get rid of that extra linking boards. Alright, and that's it for the side deck. Now for my matchups for the tournament, game 1 I ended up going against Burning Abyss Danger. I won that one. Then second I went Sky Striker. I lost that one. Third, Burning Abyss again, and I won that one. Fourth, Sky Striker again, and I ended up winning this time. Fifth, Altergeist, I won that one. And then the last one that I played was against Altergeist again, but then I lost that one. So now after going into that, let's go into some of the combos. Let's go into the craziest one. You can go turn 1, Grinder Golem. Going first, I mean, you can do this combo going second too, but I mean, going first is just crazy. So special summon Grinder Golem on, so extra monster zone, right on top of the extra monster zone. You get your 2 tokens, use 1 token to go into Link Spider. So here we go, 1 token, Link Spider, right here. Another token, Link Haribo. Use both of them. We'll go into Akashic Magician since they were both Cyberse monsters. Then use the effect of Akashic Magician to bounce the Grinder Golem back to hand. Then special summon the Grinder Golem again. And then you get 2 tokens. Then use the effect of Link Haribo, tribute 1 token to special summon Link Haribo. And then now your opponent, you have a Spellcaster, a Cyberse, and a Beast monster. So go ahead and use all 3 of them. And then you can special summon Folgo. Then Folgo's effect will activate. Or actually, sorry. It was a Spellcaster, Cyberse, and then the token is Fiend. So then Folgo's effect will activate and you can special summon from the deck. So then the one that I like special summoning, Dampa. Go ahead and special summon Dampa anywhere. Then all you need, so Grinder Golem plus any for hire monster. Doesn't matter which one it is, just any for hire. Use the effect of Dampa to special summon any for hire here. And then the effect of Dampa will activate, destroying the Grinder Golem. And the Grinder Golem was a card your opponent controlled. That means you'll get Folgo's effect and you'll get the draw 3. So one thing that actually came up in the tournament that happened that I thought was really cool, that it was the best play possible, was this was against the Altergeist player. So I did Grinder Golem, and then I went for the whole loop. I mean I went for this whole play, but he had Infinite Impermanence in his hand. And then since Grinder Golem, you give it to your opponent, right? Infinite Impermanence, you can only activate it from your hand if you control no cards on the field. So for the whole play, he wasn't able to play Infinite Impermanence. But then the monster that I special summoned was actually Wiz. So when I special summoned Wiz, I used the effect of Dampa to destroy. Then I tried triggering Folgo's effect to get the draw 3. So then this was when he tried to Infinite Impermanence the Folgo. But then Wiz can actually negate Infinite Impermanence. So that was like the best play of the whole day, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, just Folgo getting those draws, just get the draw 3 and then you get the win. It's pretty much what this deck comes down to. I think this deck is incredibly fun. I think it has good potential to compete. Like, you can actually perform well with it in tournaments. Yeah, especially with getting that third Called by the Grave. That'll be interesting. You won't have to worry about hand traps that much, besides, you know, Infinite Impermanence. But Grinder Golem has, you know, you work around that Infinite Impermanence. But yeah, thanks guys for staying with me. Thanks for the people who've been subscribing. I've seen some people subscribe even though I haven't been uploading anything in a while. But yeah, I'm getting back into it. I'll put more deck profiles for you guys. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.